It's 2 a.m. You are exhausted. The house is completely silent, and you are finally drifting off to sleep. Without warning, your brain decides to play a 4K resolution movie of a moment from 5 years ago. You remember that time you waved back at a stranger on the street, only to realize they were waving at the person behind you? Or that presentation where your voice cracked? Or that joke you made that was met with dead silence? Instantly, your heart rate spikes. You physically cringe in the dark. Your stomach drops. You feel the exact same intense, burning shame that you felt half a decade ago. Why does this happen?
Why, in your most vulnerable moment of rest, does your own mind weaponize your memories against you? You might think your brain is just glitching, or worse, that it actively hates you. But what if I told you it is actually trying to save your life? The truth behind this midnight torture is a psychological mechanism so deeply wired into us that if we didn't have it, we wouldn't exist today. But to understand how this mechanism protects you, you first need to realize that you have been living under a massive, invisible illusion. Psychologists call this phenomenon the spotlight effect. It is a pervasive cognitive bias that makes us believe people are paying far more attention to our appearance, our behavior, and our mistakes than they actually are. Because you are the main character of your own life, you experience the world entirely from your own center. Naturally, your brain assumes that you are the center of everyone else's world too.
When you spilled that coffee on your shirt or tripped on the stairs, you felt a burning spotlight snap onto you. You assumed everyone noticed, everyone judged, and everyone remembered. But here is the reality. They didn't. They might have glanced for a second, but then they immediately went back to worrying about their own lives, their own insecurities, and their own awkward moments. Everyone is so trapped under their own spotlight that they are completely blind to yours. So if nobody else remembers that embarrassing thing you did 5 years ago, why does your brain refuse to let it go? Why does it obsess over the negative instead of remembering all your successes? To answer that, we have to look back in time. Enter the negativity bias. In psychology, it's a well-documented fact that human beings are like Velcro for negative experiences and Teflon for positive ones. To understand why, you have to look at the environment our brains evolved in. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, survival was not a solo mission. The world was brutal, unforgiving, and packed with predators. If you were separated from your tribe, you were dead, period. Because of this, social rejection wasn't just a bruised ego, it was a literal death sentence. If you did something foolish, broke a social rule, or alienated your tribe members, you risked being cast out. Therefore, your brain evolved an extreme alarm system. It learned to treat a social misstep as a life or death threat. That sudden 2 a.m. memory, it isn't just a random thought. It is an evolutionary alarm bell ringing across millennia. Your brain is aggressively forcing you to review your past social mistakes, effectively saying, "Do you remember this? Do not ever do this again, or the tribe will abandon us." It is an ancient, highly effective survival tool. But here is the terrifying part. What happens when this ancient defense mechanism collides with the modern world?
This is where the true cruelty of the spotlight effect lies. We no longer live in small tribes of 50 people. We live in a world of 8 billion, interacting constantly, amplified by screens and social media. Yet, we are still running on Paleolithic software. Your brain constantly scans your environment for social threats to protect you, completely unaware that waving at the wrong person at a coffee shop isn't going to get you eaten by a predator. Because of this mismatch, the spotlight effect becomes a self-imposed psychological prison. It breeds social anxiety, paralyzes our decision-making. It makes us terrified to speak up, to start a new project, or to show our true selves to the world. All because we falsely believe an invisible crowd is watching our every move, waiting for us to fail. We are essentially being held hostage by a survival instinct that no longer serves us. So, the ultimate question remains: are we just doomed to endure this psychological torture forever? Or is there a way to finally shut off the spotlight?
The cure to the spotlight effect is a brutal yet incredibly liberating truth. Nobody cares. And I mean that in the most comforting way possible. The realization of Sonder, the profound understanding that every random passerby has a life as vivid, complex, and messy as your own, is your escape key. Everyone is the protagonist of their own movie, too distracted by their own lines to notice that you just stumbled over yours. The next time that 5-year-old memory creeps into your mind at 2 a.m., don't fight it. Acknowledge it. Thank your brain for trying to keep you safe from the imaginary saber-toothed tigers, and gently remind it that the tribe is not going to exile you. We suffer much more in our imagination than we do in reality. If this video helped you understand your own mind a little better, leave a like and hit subscribe. We decode the darkest and most fascinating corners of human psychology every week. Until next time, sleep well. The spotlight is off.